A Journey Through Picnic Park by Emily Guerra, Abby Pepper, Elizabeth Whitaker, and Hannah Willard.
There once was an anthill in the middle of Picnic Park, and on this anthill there lived a colony. The hill was called Mount Auntie. The queen of the colony was selecting worker ants to retrieve food from an island more than 100 blades of grass away.
"You there,"
she said.
"I choose you to go on this journey. The journey will be long and difficult, but we are counting on you."
She pointed to a young worker ant named Martin, who had never been on a journey like this before. He knew it was an honor to be selected, and he was ready to face his long journey. That afternoon, he left his anthill to head toward the faraway island.
"Goodbye, everybody,"
Martin waved and said.
"Next time you see me, I'll have food for all."
As Martin began walking along the path, the tall grass loomed over him. He noticed he was getting farther and farther from home. Before long, he was stopped in his tracks by an apple core as tall as a tower. Martin had never seen anything like it.
"Wow, I've never seen anything this tall before,"
Martin exclaimed as he made his way around it and back onto the path. He continued walking when all of a sudden, he felt a drop of water on his head.
"That's strange,"
Martin said as he looked up to see where the water was coming from. A raindrop that had been resting on a blade of grass suddenly plopped to the ground and swept Martin away. After the raindrop had washed away, Martin realized that it had swept him all the way back to the apple core.
"Oh no,"
Martin exclaimed.
"I had come so far. I suppose I have to keep going. I won't give up on this journey, and I won't let the colony down."
Martin continued on his way. Even though he was starting to get tired, he knew that his colony was counting on him. After taking many steps and crossing past many blades of grass, Martin was getting closer. He could even see the island in the distance. Right before he reached the island, he came across one final obstacle. A child's shoe was in his path.
"There's no way around this strange thing,"
Martin said.
"I suppose I'll just have to go over it."
It took him a while, but he finally made it across. Once on the other side, he had made it to the island. As he looked around him, he saw more food than he had ever seen before in his life.
"I made it! I finally made it!"
he said with excitement.
"I knew that if I kept on going and never gave up that I would reach the island. I can't wait to bring some of this food back to my colony."
Martin spent the afternoon exploring all of the food on the island and finding the best for his colony. At the end of the day, he was proud of the long journey he had made and how far he had come. When he looked back on his journey, he realized that he was capable of it all along and that it wasn't as impossible as he had once thought.
The